Filthy Threes movie review. I'm your host, Jacob Vin's son.
I'm your other host, Mark Bowden.
And behind the camera over there, it's Jaden Bloodsworth. Now today, we just got done watching The Dead Poets Society.
And we're going to review this movie like it's actually something special.
And you know what? We're going to have to strap in because we're doing this in bile.
So at the beginning, we see a bunch of boys going towards the Welton Boys boarding school.
You know, some big boys, some little boys, some crybabies, the usual. We watch them walk up to the school for the opening ceremony.
And at the ceremony, we find out that the main boys' names are Neil, Todd, Knox, Charlie, Gerard, and Richard.
And we watch them start to get settled into the school, and we learn about all of their classes, but their English teacher, Mr. Keating, stands out the most.
The boys find out about the Dead Poets Society, something that Mr. Keating started while he was at Welton.
Neil gets part for a play even though he knows his dad hates him for it.
And also, Knox tries to get into a relationship with a girl named Chris.
Everyone in the Dead Poets Society, including Mr. Keating, goes to see Neil play his part in the play.
Knox even convinces Chris to come along.
In the middle of the play, Neil's dad walks in to watch him play his part in the play, but needless to say, he was mad.
After the play, Mr. Perry takes Neil home and informs him that he'll be enrolled into a military academy for the next 10 years. Under pressure, Neil decides to commit suicide.
All around me are familiar faces.
Bruh.
All of his friends are torn by this action, especially Todd.
Charlie punches Richard in the face for telling Mr. Nolan, the jerk teacher, about the Dead Poets Society.
And Mr. Nolan decides to force everyone known to be in the Dead Poets Society to sign a waiver, saying that Mr. Keating was the reason Neil committed suicide.
When Mr. Keating is grabbing his stuff to leave, the boys show their respect to him by going against the headmaster.
They show that they can think for themselves by doing this.
Captain, my captain.
Sit down, Mr. Anderson. You hear me? Sit down.
So, in conclusion, when we rate movies, if you're a first-time viewer, we rate it from 1 to 5 Oscars. And I, Jacob Vin's son, would like to give this movie 3 out of 5 Oscars.
I, Jaden Bloodsworth, give this movie 3 out of 5 Oscars.
And I, Mark Bowden, gave this movie 2 out of 5 Oscars.